Welcome back to our Boro Walk. It's another 20 minutes of talking about missed chances and just how fed up we are at this Boro side. Welcome back. Craig, Jonathan, I want to talk about something different, but I feel like God, you must have watched that Luton game and thought, this is it. This is our moment now where we clinch that sixth place and we don't let it go. Jonathan, how frustrated were you with that Norwich result?
Yeah, it was coming all the way. So it's been happening all season. It was expected, to be honest with you. You couldn't, as much as it was good to watch the Luton result. It was you just knew it was. We've been doing it for God knows how many weeks now. So it was on the cards all the way. As much as you desperately want to have some optimism and faith, but it's been battered every week. So no surprise.
Yeah, I mean, I think Craig, you said a couple of weeks ago we don't actually deserve to go up based on what we've done, and I think I kind of laughed that off and said, "Come on, ridiculous." I think I agree with you now. You've cost me so much money in my accumulators that I actually don't want you to go up myself. Craig, we'll talk about the Coventry game to come in a second, but what was missing from the Norwich performance? Obviously, goals.
Yeah, to be honest, I think it was just a bit of passion and urgency. We just seemed to. It had the feeling of an end of season game with nothing riding on it, when in theory everything was riding on it. Yeah. After the Sheffield Wednesday game, Carrick came out and he went, "Oh well, it doesn't do us any harm. We're still in the same position, but it does do you harm. It's like tune in and feel the emotion around the club and the fans, because he's coming out and saying, 'Oh, that's okay. We'll come on to the next one. We'll click in next week.' And it's like, no, you won't, because you haven't all season." It's like, yeah, it was just like Jonathan just said there, the Luton game. I was in the fan zone before the match. The sun was shining. People were watching the Luton Coventry on the phones. Cheers went up when Luton scored, and everyone was buzzing. You went in the ground, and after 15, 20 minutes, it was flat, and it was like, this is bad. And you could see a 0-0 all day. In fact, I thought Norwich were going to steal it from a sucker punch, and they probably deserved to, because we didn't deserve it.
Yeah. Do you know what? It wasn't even exciting to watch. You know what I mean? Yeah. It was just nothing. It was like it was dead. It was just nothing. You know what I mean? There should be a buzz and at least if you feel something. It's just nothing.
Yeah. So you need Leeds to win tonight, of course, to keep Bristol City in reach. But now you also need Blackburn to lose. And Millwall to lose because they're right above you. However, having said all of that, Millwall are away at Burnley. They're chasing the title, and Sheffield United, of course, play Blackburn. So they aren't easy games.
No, Mark, don't, please don't.
No, okay.
Since about mid-January, I've been thinking it's all right. We'll turn it around. We'll have a late push. It's all right. We can still do it. And they just slap you in the face every time. So I don't even want to watch it on Saturday. I couldn't get a ticket, but I don't even want to watch it. I just want to turn everything off and forget about Saturday.
Yeah. Interesting. Coventry fans just want to be done with this as well. They've expected every week for you to come and take that sixth spot off them, and every time they've lost, you just haven't done it. There's a new name getting some blame this week, though, so we're not going to talk about Carrick getting blame. We'll do that more next week. So Bud Fox says, Dale Fry playing up front, Coburn out on loan, you couldn't make it up. Kieran Scott needs questioning on his buys and his loans. The decisions of this club this season have been diabolical. Talk about 10 steps backwards. We don't deserve the playoffs. There we are. Right, a brand new name for us to discuss. Jonathan, Kieran Scott.
Yeah, I guess so. Look, it's not been the best, has it? So, and it's kind of, you look at our team, the first one Carrick did and those loan signings, and it's old news, I realise that, but we've never got up to that standard and that quality again. And, but in fairness, you got to say this season, they found Doak. He went out injured. We've not looked forward since then, to be honest with you. And you can't pin it on one player. But yeah, we've failed to kind of live up to the Doak, what we need from Doak. And Doak gave us some pace, he gave us some intent, he gave us some forward momentum, he gave us some width. We didn't replace him, we sold Lath. So I don't know how much you blame Scott for that, to be honest with you. But yeah, he's part of that package that delivered what we've got this season. So he's got to take some responsibility, I guess.
Coming up in a second, we'll ask these guys for their favourite away trip this season and also what should happen over the summer. So stick around for that. Let's preview the Coventry game then. Craig, who should start, particularly in that midfield area, which some people have not been very happy with in terms of the creativity? Who's your 5 or 4?
Well, I've been saying since January when we hit the bad run, I'd have changed the full shape of the team. When we lost, when Jonathan's alluded to there, we lost Doak on the right hand side. That changed the kind of like how we could play. We didn't have Borges wasn't in good form, so we didn't have a solid left back. I would have changed to a back 3 with wing backs, brought 3 in midfield just to make it a bit more solid. But you've still got some attacking players, and I still think we're crying out for that because in midfield we're so light. I mean, I wouldn't start Whittaker and Iniacho. I wouldn't even put him in the squad. I wouldn't even take him on the bus. I mean, Azaz, he doesn't cover a lot of ground, but he creates, he does produce. Like on Saturday, I mean, we didn't play well, but he has the eye and he can thread that pass and he has the odd shot and he can create. So you would give him his place for that. But for me, Whittaker and Iniacho shouldn't be anywhere near it. And so I would change the shape, maybe put Howson in with Morris and Hackney in the middle. So Hackney can, and basically he can just concentrate on going forward because when he's covering back all the time, he must be absolutely knackered the amount of ground that lad covers. So yeah, I would throw a curveball, a one-off game, change the shape, and see what Coventry do with it.
Jonathan?
Yeah, but he's not changed it all season, has he? So the personnel have changed, but he's 4-2-3-1, and the 4 at the back because of injury. I think they've changed about 25, 26 times. The 3 with Azaz, Ianacho, Whittaker, I think that's changed about 22 times this season. So there's no stable approach. And I'll tell you one thing. I'll make the comparison though. Last season we went on that duff run, and then we started picking up a few results, and we did Leicester away. And I swear to God, we played 3 at the back on that. We changed the formation for that game, and he did something different, and it worked. He got some results. And this season, Carrick will say there's a myriad of reasons as to why we are where we are, and we're not that far away, kind of thing. We're kind of knocking on the door with a game to go. Okay, it's not in our hands, but you never know. We're still in with a shout. And he's kind of said, is that failure? Is that success? But the problem he's done, he's not changed anything up enough to suggest that he's got the. Well, I don't understand why he's not changed stuff up, to be honest with you. And when you got last throw of the dice against Coventry, why the hell not?
Some people have said the atmosphere on Saturday didn't help, Craig. I don't know what needs to happen first. The players need to excite the crowd, or the crowd need to get behind the players. Which way around do you think it should be? And are people right to kind of call out some sections of the Riverside for being too quiet this season? Should that have been a raucous atmosphere where you intimidate Norwich?
Yeah, I mean, with it, yeah, I suppose we've been slapped in the face too many times of dire performances at home. So I think it started off. I mean, it was a decent atmosphere to start off, and then we didn't really do anything. The players were. There was like a 50-50 ball and no one was putting a foot in. There was a loose ball and people were standing off as though, are you going to deal with it? There wasn't the urgency, there wasn't the passion. So the kind of crowd started to die down quite quickly from that. Because at the minute, the players, they haven't got a lot of credit in the bank, to be honest. And I always think you go at the match and you play your part, you sing the songs, you encourage your players. But they're not giving us anything to shout about, and so it's a two-way street. I mean, I didn't agree with the people quite a few fans. There was a few boos knocking around when the players went around the pitch, and I didn't like it. But I can understand it. Do you know what I mean? Like I didn't, but people next to me did, and I thought, do you know what? You've paid a hell of a lot of money to come and watch it this season. It's one of the most expensive season tickets in the Championship, and they've been our home form's been crap. And the performances have been poor, bar that run in November, December. And so, yeah, I think they can't argue with a bit of a bad rap, to be fair.
Yeah. Jonathan, have fans got the right to boo during a lap of honour?
Yeah, you can do what you want, can't you? As a fan, you pay a lot of money, so who's going to stop them? To be honest with you, you got a whole mix of people, haven't you? I'd say that most people don't boo, to be honest with you, but the boos are loud, aren't they? Because it's the people that are doing it of a certain ilk, can't they? So they do what they do. To be honest with you, it is what it is. I don't particularly agree with it, and I don't do it myself, but. Yeah, it's just pantomime stuff these days, isn't it? And I get the frustration, and that's the way they choose to express their frustration. I come out frustrated, I just don't boo. That's all.
Okay. All right. Cheers for that one. Right, let's look ahead then. Coventry then. As we've said, how do you see this going, Jonathan, or do you not care anymore?
We don't like it. Same as what I said last week. Don't deserve to go up, to be honest with you. Don't deserve to be in the playoffs. So I'd rather we worked out what our issues are and made the changes necessary. And I'm not suggesting you carrick in, carrick out and all that malarkey. I'm just saying whatever needs sorting before we go up. And I'll stick with that. So, yeah, look, I'll watch the Coventry game. But they're as pissed as we are by the sounds of it from what you were saying, right?
Yeah, absolutely, they are. Yeah.
So they don't think they deserve it either, do they not?
Well, they've got goalkeeper issues, haven't they? But Frank Lampard keeps picking the same goalkeeper that's made a ruck in the last 3 games and won't drop him. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So it's there for Millwall then, basically.
It's Millwall, absolutely, yeah. But yeah, absolutely. Millwall, we can see Blackburn probably doing it, to be honest.
Yeah. And Blackburn, I went to Blackburn away. We beat them 2-0 not so long ago. They were awful. Yeah. I can't believe I didn't. It kind of surprised me when I saw they were in with a shout. I missed that part completely. They're bloody awful. Well, obviously not. Yeah. But, Christ.
Yeah. There's lots of people saying whoever wins this playoff on the 24th of May is definitely nailed on to finish 20th in the Premier League. Given the quality.
Was it in Sunderland 9 points or Derby or something like that, isn't it? Threatening that record.
Yeah. Right. Cheers for that one. Right then. So we're talking about the summer then. What's your number one things that should happen, Craig, this summer? What? And we're talking on the field, off the field, stadium, training ground, under 21s, anything you want. What's the fundamental thing you want to hear from the club of sorted?
To be fair, I think I'd like a bit of a reshuffle in the back room, I think. We've talked about this every bloody week about Carrick, and I still kind of think if he's given time and a bit of backing and some players can stay, we don't have to get rid of like Hackney or Vandenberg, for example. I think he'll do good, but I think he just needs that experience behind him. Like, he's got Ledbetter, Woodgate, his brother joined last summer, but coaching wise, it's not a lot of experience. Obviously, football wise, they've played thousands of games, but it's just that coaching know-how that I think we've lost since we lost Danks. When Danks went to Munich in the summer, and we just don't look the same. So I think I'd like a bit of a backroom shuffle, and we do need some more leadership in the 11. Like you said, stadium, training grounds, and all the facilities are unbelievable, and the academy is brilliant. But I think we do just need some solid first team, backroom staff, and some new leaders.
Jonathan.
I mean, everything Craig says, to be honest with you, there's a ton of stuff you could pick on to say, well, we could do with a bit more of that, some of that, add that to it. But just anything that gets us in a better position to be more consistent out of possession, i.e. we don't concede. So, we need to concede maybe 15, 20 goals less per season. And then what gets us back in the scoring frame of mind? So, you could argue, what's that? Is that some pace? Is that some width? Is that some new players who could add those elements to it? Everyone's got an opinion on that sort of thing. Just I don't really care. Just whatever brings back some consistency. I think back to last season, and even though we finished 8th, we had some exciting stuff. We had the wins against Leicester home and away. We had the little cup run. Even though we got defeated by Villa in the 3rd round of a cup, we put in a cracker of a performance. Just stuff that brings that excitement and passion back. That's what I want to see. So we've got things to get excited about and think, bloody hell, we could do something here. Not we could do something. Oh crap! No, we have.
Well, do you know what we haven't seen? Do you remember like the first season half with Carrick? We had Carrick ball, didn't we? Yeah. And it was fast. Like, we kept the ball, but we attacked. We moved it. Players moved, and I haven't seen that for absolute months. I can't remember the last time I seen us play where we just passed teams off the park But past them
the last time I seen it, Craig, was Oxford away, and we were 6-2 up. So we played it round a bit. You know, we played carrot ball with it. We were zipping the ball around with pace, with speed, and everything. But you're right. Since then, no.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Well, you know, we ask all the important questions on this channel. So here's another one for you. What colour should the away shirt be next season? We know it's already been decided. I love your away shirt this season. I think it's one of my favourite away shirts of all the 24. But Craig, what colour should we see this year? What have we not had for a while? Would you like to see?
Oh, I don't know, yeah, because the away shirt's been my favourite for a while. The blue and white striped one, that was like the 98-99 type style. I don't know, you know. In 96-97, we had like a white shirt, and it was like a blue, like a cross, and the club badge was on the arm. It was like the Juninho Ravanelli, the season we got relegated in the 2 cup finals. That away shirt, I love that. Yeah, that I'd love to see that come back, but it's the company's changing, isn't it? I think I've heard that Castor are making them. So I don't know whether they'd have to change the design a bit, a few copyright issues, but they can make a snide version, surely.
Yeah. Just wait when you wash your Castor shirts in the washing machine for the first time.
Well,
yeah. We had them a couple of weeks ago. Honestly, I bought an away shirt for Everton with Castor. 2 washes it took for the letters to start falling off and the emblem to be peeling. So maybe they've improved by then. Maybe I'm going to say this. Right, Johnny, done.
You know, just for a contrast, you know what? We actually talked about this, and Craig, you were on the podcast when we talked about away shirts, and you put that black one up, which me and Craig said was a cracker, and you said it wasn't. So just for that, I want that one back.
Okay.
Oh, was that like the Boxage one?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, that was awesome. That as well. Yeah.
Give me that.
Okay, boom. Right, here's the final away trip. I mean, you guys have done some miles on the road this season, and well done to any Boro fan who's been to all 20, who's been to all 22 so far. You finished at the CBS then for the final one this week. What's been your favourite away trip? I know you've not been on all of them, but what's been your best away results? You've already mentioned Oxford. That might be up there, I'm guessing, Craig.
I think I'd go Leeds in the cup. It was early in the season, and we were brilliant. And I thought I took the kids. It was midweek, and we battered them. And like we just cut them apart. And it was that early season thing, you know, when you've still got your summer tan. Everyone's got a new shirt on and all that, and you're thinking, hey, this season we're going to do some. But it's just typical false hope, and then they'll turn around and shit on you. So, yeah, brilliant.
Jonathan?
Look, I'll go with Craig. Yeah, Craig's absolutely right. That is the best result, the away result. It's got to be 3-0 Leeds. Closely followed by, I did QPR away, I did Oxford away. They were good wins. You know what? I'll pick Cardiff away because I've done the last 3 seasons Cardiff away, and I think we're like something like aggregate like 10-9-1 or something like that. So and we did them. Was it 2-0, 2-1, 2-0? I think it was this season. So I'll have that just because it kept our run going. But yeah, I mean it's a long. You have to go back a long way to pick a favourite away game. I have to say it. But Leeds 3-0 defo.
All right, bro. Lastly, who do you want to go down, Craig?
Oh, I can't get involved in that. Honestly, I'm sick of looking at the table. I don't even like. I wouldn't want to see Luton. I wouldn't want to see Luton go down because I think they've to go at 2 relegations. Like, I mean, I don't think they would fall into an abyss of like financial black hole because obviously they would still have some Premiership money. But I don't know. Sorry, my mind's gone blank. Yeah. All right.
Tell you what, I think Hull I don't want Hull to go down, but I think they might find it difficult to stay up. I tell you what I saw as well. You asked us who do you want to go up on a number of podcasts ago, and I just said Leyton Orient out because I fancied another London match because that's my neck of the woods. And bloody hell, they're in the playoffs, so it's not who I want to go down. I want Leyton Orient to go up.
It could happen, yeah. And if Reading are wiped out of the EFL, then we're not going to have any third relegation, are we? Which is going to be the most weird thing to happen. Right. Thank you very much, both of you. Good luck against Coventry. It could still happen. There's a whole set of results which could keep this Boro season alive. And you'll be heading to Bramall Lane next week, right? And the playoff semi-final. God help us if that happens. Right. See you next week. 1 more to go. See you for that.